Why am I looking at you? You're a
Hey guys, how are you?
in a frame.
I finally decided that I'm gonna do a makeup video today. As you can see, I have nothing on my face. I need to get something better to hold my camera and film with. Until I get that, I've got my phone propped up. So if it falls down, it falls down. So I would have to say that the only thing that is not low budget about this video is what it cost me to buy all the cosmetics over time to put on my face. So anyway, dumb joke. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically go through my whole makeup routine. My mirror is up here, so I'm going to be looking up here, and then I'll be showing you what I'm doing, but you'll be able to see. So I'm going to go through my whole routine with the exception of I already cleaned my face. I already cleaned my face. I already put on my moisturizer with a sunscreen. Always recommend that you do that. I'm using Lancome. I'm using this right now. It has an SPF 30 in it. Yes, it's backwards. How do you flip that? I don't know. I'm new at this. Okay, anyway. I'll write the name of it down in the comments so that you have that. So the first thing I do when I'm doing my makeup after I have my moisturizer and everything on is I use a primer. Primer is really good for keeping the makeup on for a long time, for making it more blendable. So what I'm using is Smashbox Photo Finish. You see that? Photo Finish? Again, it's backwards. Oh well. Photo Finish primer. And this stuff is really great. It helps minimize pores. It helps with blending. It helps everything go on really nice and smooth. So I just put a little on my fingertips, kind of do this, and then I just rub it all over, like all over where I'm going to put my makeup. Under my eyes. You can put it on your eyelids too, but I use an eyelid shadow primer, so I'll be putting that on in just a minute. Now, after I've got that all blended in and it's really nice and smooth, it has a really nice silky feel to it. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow primer. I have to find it. It's here. Hang on. You did not just see my messy room. I might have to edit that out. Yeah, you did not see that. How am I going to blend that out? That's embarrassing. Okay, well, you know, I haven't been doing much of anything since I've been on quarantine. I've been feeling a little down, so I need to pick that shit up. I need to pick that stuff up. Okay. Anyway, all right. So what I'm using is, this is Anastasia shadow primer. And that's what it looks like. This stuff is really good. This will probably last me 5 years. It takes so little to actually do this. So what I do is I use a brush. I gotta look up here because I keep looking down here because the phone's down there. I use a brush because it disperses it more easily, and it's really easy to get too much of this stuff. So I get some on the brush. A lot of times what I do is I actually will just dab inside the cap. We'll see how that did. Yeah, you see? So, and then I just kind of dab. Oh God, see, that's a lot. I'm gonna get both sides with the same dip because that's a lot. And then I'll just blend it. Yeah, it looks great, right? So then I'll just blend it in with my brush. The brush makes it very easy to blend in. I actually go under my eye a little bit too. Close my eye because I do put shadow down there as well. Okay, see, it looks like I've got albino eyes now, right? But this is going to be great for what I'm going to do. Now, I'll tell you that what I tend to do more than anything else is I tend to do my, God, I look terrible. Look at that. Oh my Lord. With that stuff makes everything look terrible. Okay. What I tend to do is I usually put all my makeup on and then I'll do my eyeshadow. But that's actually a problem because if you get fallout from the eyeshadow, it falls onto your foundation, and then you have to wipe it off and you end up with color smears, or you end up with little sparklies all over, and I'm going to do it differently today. I'm going to start with my shadow and then work everything else around that, okay? And that's really the best way to do it. I've seen some people, they put everything on and they put all this powder around their eyes and they brush it off. I just don't want to do that. So I'm going to do my shadow first. I've been doing a lot of pinks and purples and cool colors. So today I'm going to do, this is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Really pretty colors. This is more of a warm palette. Really pretty colors. You see those colors? Very pretty. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet. I'm just going to go as I go. I've got the primer there, but still the first thing that I'll do is I will take this color here, right here, and it's called Tempera, and I just take a fluffy brush. The quality of your makeup brushes is really important. I use IT Cosmetics brushes. All my brushes are IT Cosmetics brushes. So this is a would be your all over shadow brush. Look at that. Okay, that was lame. Okay, so I will take Tempera, and this is just giving me a powdery base. I already have the primer there, but it's just giving me an extra kind of a powdery base that I can blend my other shadows on top of, which is nice. Okay, and just do it all over. It doesn't, this one doesn't really have any color to it. It's actually kind of a light flesh color, but you know. And I'll just do that over both eyes. Okay. Get it in the corner. There, okay, so you can't really see anything yet, right? Except for all the red splotches on my face. But when I do my foundation, I will show you how fantastic the product is that I use. Okay, so the next thing I do, because of the shape of my eye, I have a hooded eye. So you'll notice my eyelid kind of disappears. Things disappear. See, all this, well, things disappear, especially on this eye. So the way I put my eyeshadow on, I have to use something that works for a hooded eye. And so I use the same brush. I have several of this shape of brush because I use this particular brush so much. And I do have a product that I use if I want to clean the brushes in between to get the color off. You don't need multiple brushes, but I just collect brushes. And this is a fantastic product. This is called Brush Bath. And it is by IT Cosmetics. And you just spray it on a napkin, towel, or whatever, and just wipe your brush, and it just takes everything off. It's great. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, though, before I go in with the color for my lid, I'm going to do a warm color today, a warm look, and I'm going to start with this color here, that one, and it is called Golden Ochre. Golden Ochre? Ochre? I don't know. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to brush that all the way onto my lid, all over. Just kind of the same way that I did with the Tempera shade. I'm going to get it all the way up there. I'm not really going to worry about my eyebrow right now, about getting shadow on my eyebrow, because again, I'm doing this first so I can correct the color mistakes later. Okay, there's one. This is just a terrible lighting, but that's okay. It's like a rainy day. I don't have any additional lighting. I did that because there was powder floating down into my face. I don't have any additional lighting, no extra lighting. What I'm using is just daylight from my window. And it's overcast and it's rainy. So, you know, who cares? This is my first video. You all can laugh at me later. You won't laugh at me. You're too nice to laugh at me. You'll just gently critique. I think I've got it even. So now I've got that kind of yellowy shade. Okay, all over, all over. Generally, I'll use a lot of colors when I'm doing this, but I'll try and keep it somewhat simple today. So then, the next color I'm going to use, what do I want to do? Oh, we're going to just go bold. We're going to go super bold. I can just blend all the heck over these. I'm going to use a color called, I'm going to use red ochre. I'm going to use red ochre. I'm going to use the same shaped brush, and there's a reason for that. And the reason is, dab, dab, dab. Oh God, see, I got a lot of on that brush. The shape of this brush is kind of like the same shape as the contour of my lid. So I will just set that right there. And then that kind of gives me a spot where I can work from, right? It's like the same shape. So I don't have to like, see how it kind of just blends on there nicely? Goes on there really nicely in that shape. And this is not really bright. It's a really nice kind of a, it's a nice shade. I like to take it all the way out. Now with hooded eyes, if you have eyes like mine, you want to take it out in the corner like that, because it makes the eye, it lifts the eye, it opens the eye up a little bit. Okay, so there's one. Right now we're looking a little clownish, aren't we? All right, well, we're gonna fix that. Okay, other eye, same thing. Now my eyes are completely different. What I mean by that is this eye is a lot more hooded than the other, so I have to place this one a little differently than I do this one. But once I get that, see how I made that little mark? Once I get that little mark right there, I can work from there. Okay, and then I just kind of work into the crease on my eye. The great thing about colors, if you mess them up, especially if you use a primer, you can go back over and you can just blend these and rub them and play with them, and that sounded bad. And you can just, you can go back and you can fix them. I've had some times when I've been trying to do an eye look, and I mean, oh my goodness, I get to a certain point and I'm like, wow, this looks terrible. And then I just start adding more color, and I'm an artist, so what I mean by that is I know what kind of like about mixing colors and canceling colors out. And okay, so we kind of have a good look there a little bit for now. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to go a little bit more what do you call it, dramatic, kind of in the corners. I know this looks really dramatic, I know the color looks crazy, but it's not, right? Okay, so now I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'll show you the comparison in the size. This was the first brush that I used. See this one? It's smaller. Okay, this is the one I'm going to use to work on the smaller areas of my eye. Now I'm going to use this color called Love Letter. I think I'm going to use Love Letter, yeah. Love Letter, which is another, hey, we can't see it. You see that color right there? You see that color? Okay, that's the one I'm going to use. I use Love Letter. I'm going to use it into the very far corner of my eye. We'll see how that looks. Place it right there and just move in. Just in that corner. See, it brightens it up. We're going to do a little more. Okay. See how that got more intense on that side? Gonna do the same thing over here. I might even add a little bit more on this side, I don't know. Okay, same thing there, right? And this is looking like really terrible without the rest of the makeup on. But at the end of the day, when we're all done, this is going to look great. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to add something here on my lid here. I'm going to use another one of my fluffy brushes, this one. And I want to put, I'm going to use, what color am I going to use? I've got this, let's see, I'm wasting a lot of time trying to figure out what colors I'm going to use, right? I'm going to actually try this color. What's it called? Reloaded, I think. I can't read it. This one right here. This one. I'm just going to put that on my lid. Do it lightly. We'll see what happens, okay? And not a lot. I just want some color on the lid right there. Right there. A little bit. And you know, when I first started doing the makeup, when I first bought this palette, I was like, I'm never going to use these shades. This is crazy. Why am I buying this? But as I got a little bit more brave, I started really having fun with it. It washes off, you know? There's nothing to be scared of. Okay, so we have all those colors now, and now I'm going to add my highlight, I think. But I need to do around my eye as well. And so, but first I'll do my highlight. So I'll get that blush brush again. I have one that's not dirty yet. Same fluffy brush. Now I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Primavera. This one right here. Kind of a frosty color. I'm going to take that. And that is going to go on the outer corner. No, you know what? I'm going to do a tad on this side too, but I just realized what I meant to do. I meant to get the color above it. This one. That's what I meant to get. That's what I meant to get. That color is much more, yeah, you see the reflectiveness of that? Gonna do the other side with that. Okay. So you can see, I'm just gonna tiny little brush across the top there, right? I think what I need to do, I just went over that red, that spot with the red. Just gonna take this, touch that up where I went over it. Yeah? Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that other color, Primavera, and I'm gonna do this with it. Put it right there. Brighten the inner corner. On both sides. Okay. Now, I don't usually use eyeliner because for some reason eyeliner formulas run on me. So what I'm going to do is I take this smudger brush. I'm going to get this color. There's two colors here I could choose from. One is called, God, how come I can't read these? It's because it's reflective. I'm just going to show you. There's this color, it's a brown. There's this color, it's a brown. And I'm going to try the lighter of the two first. Just get my brush and dab it in there. That one's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Okay. I'm going to do it on the other side. Look at that face I was making. Wasn't that fun? Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I might go to the dark one. Just get one slide of the dark. One slide. And then maybe add. This palette does not have a gold in it. I got a thing about gold. I like gold. I like to use it for accents. But the Norvina palette has it. This is also an Anastasia palette. And I'm going to take my, this is called, oh my god, I can't read. Summer. See the gold? I'm going to use Summer in the corners. Yeah, gives it a little brightness. I don't know if you'll be able to see this really well in the video with this lighting. I'm just going to put it in the corners. Okay. You hear that dog next door? I hate that dog. I mean, I love dogs, but he keeps me up at night. So a lot of times I have to turn my fan on to drown him out. But in his defense, there are some kids that like to taunt that dog outside the gate. That's not very nice of them, is it? Okay, so I've got my eye color on right now, but really it's not going to look that great until I get the rest of my makeup on. Because right now I just look like someone who's got like I've got like a butterfly threw up on my eyeball on that side. Did you like that? I'm so dumb. Okay, so let's see. These palettes, by the way, if you're a girl and you're watching this, hopefully, I love these palettes. The only thing I don't like about them is that the outside of them is flocked, which means it's like velvet, which is was a really bad design decision when they were making this product, because eyeshadow is going to stain this. So what I did was I took the box it came in and cut the end off, and I store it in there so it won't get shadow all over it. I'm really weird about the cleanliness of my makeup. My makeup has to be clean. All right. So now we've done that. I'm going to do my foundation, and then I will do my brows. I had my brows tattooed on. I really love them when I don't have any makeup on them at all, or any makeup on at all. They look really great and natural. But when I do put makeup on, I usually will darken them up a little bit. But the great thing is that I have now, I know exactly where to pencil. Whereas it was before, my eyebrows were just, I was losing my eyebrows for some reason. I don't know. And I just get to the point where I didn't know where to lay the pencil. It looked really lame. So, foundation. The product that I use is this product. I'm getting out the new tube. I have another tube I'm going to use from, but I want you to be able to see the nice pretty tube. This is by IT Cosmetics. It's called CC+. It has a 50 SPF in it, which is really important to protect your skin. And this stuff is amazing. The coverage is amazing. You'll see. Okay. Oh, but you know what? I digress. Before I do this, I have to do something else. And that is, I have to do my under my eyes. I have thin skin under my eyes. I have some red spots. I get a little blue showing through. And so I really need to conceal that. And what I've found is this fantastic product. Again, it's another IT Cosmetics product. And this is called Perfect Lighting. It is a concealer stick with a brush on the end. I think there was a video I posted where I was actually opening the package that this came in. You cannot buy this in the stores. You have to order it online from IT Cosmetics. It might be in some select stores, but the store where I bought it no longer carries it. And it's fantastic, so I went online to order it. It's got a brush on the end. It's got this on the end, which you may remember from the other video. Click. That's what causes the product to come out. Okay. I'm going to take my brush and I am going to put this underneath my eye, and I am going to blend it in. So I need to put a little bit more right here. I'm gonna turn my fan on. It's getting a little warm in here. Can you guys still hear me? Hope so. Okay. There we go. I'll pull it all the way out here and brush it out. I do one eye at a time so it doesn't dry. Then I take this and I just tap. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, and it makes this really nice, smooth, kind of lightened cover. Can you see the difference? I think you probably can, right? Okay, stuff's really good. This eye is worse. Usually we have one side that's worse than the other. It depends on what side we sleep on. So, okay, same thing, tap, 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 tap. I have to kind of blend too because I did my eyeshadow first again, so I have to kind of try and get it up there. I might have to retouch that little gold spot that I made, but and that looks pretty good, pretty decent coverage, I think. I can always go back and redo it if I need to, but looks pretty good for now. Okay, now foundation. I always put my foundation on with a brush. I have a couple of different brushes that I use, but by far this paddle brush is probably one of the best brushes I've ever used. I have large pores. This has really, really thick, densely packed bristles. That's where it's got makeup on it. And it just tends to deposit the makeup perfectly so that I don't have pores showing. Just take a tiny bit like that. I always start out on my nose. Blend down and out. You see? Give me a nice even coverage. Now I can go over that area a little bit where I put that other product because just to even it out. I'm going to use another little drop. I'll do this. How funny, I got a little bit of red eyeshadow there. I had gotten a little bit of that red eyeshadow into the... Okay, now, I want you to see how good this covers red spots. And those red spots are... Hang on. Look at that. I'm not finished blending, but this stuff is like magic, dude. Dude, it's like magic. I have red spots because when I get anxiety, I pick my skin. And I've actually kind of been surprised because I've actually learned that there's a lot of people that do this. I thought I was the only one. Maybe it's a good thing to be revealing that this is a problem that, you know, sometimes we all have. Some worse than others. But I will pick at my skin relentlessly until I bleed. So I'm trying not to do that a lot. So I've been doing pretty good the last, all this stuff going on with the virus and the quarantine and having to change your whole lifestyle and losing a job. That'll have that effect on you. Make you a little anxious, right? Okay. Wow, look at my eyes. They're so red. Yeah, okay. So, now what we will do is, I got a little foundation on my eyebrows. So now we're going to do the eyebrows. And I'll show you what I mean by how when you actually have more makeup on, you need to darken your eyebrows a little bit. I'm just wiping off some of the foundation here. Just a little bit. I use where's my brush? Where's my brush? I have an eyebrow brush that I need. Where's the eyebrow brush? It's gonna make me mad if I can't find it. Oh, I know where it is. It's gotta be in here. Here I thought I had everything all laid out and ready, and I was wrong. Wrong again. Okay. Oh, here it is. In my brush holder. Imagine that with all my other brushes where it was supposed to be. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do, this is kind of like, it looks like a mascara brush, and I'm just going to brush. Gonna brush my brows up. Brush the brows up. I hope that fan isn't too loud. And you can still hear me. You probably can. I'm like right next to the microphone. I just had to have that fan on. It was getting a little warm, and then there was also some outside noise that I didn't want coming through. Okay, so this product is amazing. This is Urban Decay. It's called Brow Blade, and it has two ends on it. It has a pencil end, which is great. It's a great pencil, but I like this end better. This is a felt tip. It's like a little felt tip marker. So what I do is I outline where my brow falls. Are you looking up my nose? Don't look up my nose. Is there anything up my nose? Oh, good. Now that I said it, everybody's going to look up my nose, right? I can't wait to get something set up better than this. This thing is just makes it so, it's so effortless, okay? And then to even it out, I just brush it. Okay? You just brush it. Okay? It makes it look pretty natural. Well defined. Okay? Gotta do the other one, because they don't match. Alright, so let's see here. I'm gonna go. Same thing. We're just defining the area where my brows are. Just coloring over it. Can't tell you how life-changing it was to get these brows done. If you are in the market for brow tattooing, I can tell you right now, Kimberly Armstrong in Laguna Hills is the best. Giving a shout out to Kimberly. Right now, she's closed right now because of the social distancing. But I'm going to be going to see her when she opens back up, because I had these done in February, and there's a little touch-up needed, but not much. I'm trying to extend the brow out like the same on both sides. Okay. Now we have our brows on, right? Looks great. Now, as you get older, one of the things you want to do is you want to not dull your skin down so much and mat it down so much that it looks flat, because that actually ages you. So what I do, I used to powder myself after I would do, and I do powder a little bit. In fact, I will put a little bit of powder on. But I don't want to get rid of this natural kind of glow look that I have. And so I use a makeup setting spray, but I'm realizing something right now as I'm talking. I have not put my blush on. So I need to do that. So I will show you. This is an IT Cosmetics cheek brush, which I love. And today I will use, I've got a couple of different shades in this. Let me just grab. There's two of them. Which one am I going to use? I'll use this one. This is by Tarte Cosmetics. It's called Busy Gal Blush. It's a stick. Now, the reason I'm using a cream, I use a lot of powders. But anytime you apply something, if you're applying cream over a cream, it blends better. So if I had powdered and then I tried to put this on, it would be a little harder to blend. I use a brush, just like I would a powder blush, and I just get this on my brush. I just load my brush up with it. Okay, and then the thing I love about this brush is the shape of it. It just makes it really easy. I'm gonna just dab. Can you see that? I can see it. Just makes it really easy to apply and blend. Okay. Do the other side. Same thing, just loading my brush up. Okay. And I really like this because it goes on really nice and sheer. You could apply this directly, then there's so much more blending involved, and I just really like less work. Okay. My mirror is showing me that it looks pretty even. So, okay, so now I got my cheek color on. Where's the lid? There it is. Okay. Now I'm going to set my makeup. I use this product. I did put on a primer, but I really like something to really set my color. And this stuff just, the finish is beautiful after you use it. It is called Hangover RX 3-in-1. This stuff is by Too Faced. It's fantastic. Shake it up and step back a little bit. Usually too, what I'll do, I'll usually put something on my hair, because if it gets on the hair, it is a little hydrating, so it can weigh my hair down a little bit, but that's okay. So you gotta close your eyes. Don't do this with your eyes open. Okay? Then this stuff has to dry. It's still wet on the forehead. I used a little bit more than I normally would. So we'll just let that dry. Now, it just gives you a really nice, see that look? That finish? I'm not even going to powder yet. I'm not even going to apply any powder right now. But I wish this on my forehead would dry. It will. Okay, so now, the last thing. No, not the last. Second to the last. Lashes. My eyelashes are blonde and almost invisible when I don't have any makeup on them. Can you see them? They're there, but not very prominent. I use a primer. This stuff is great because it doesn't just prime, but it also conditions, so it helps your lashes grow. And this is called Opening Act, and it is by Tarte. And this is called Lights Camera Splashes, and this is also by Tarte, waterproof mascara. So I use these together. Best way to do it is one eye at a time. Okay, now my eyelashes are funky. my eyelashes grow in strange directions. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually brush this on. My eyelashes kind of grow straight out. So to be able to get this on there, I'm just going to go with my lashes, and then I'm going to brush up. And this stuff really, see my eyelashes now better. Mascara. This is probably one of the best mascaras I've used, and it's waterproof. I get it off at night with an oil-free eye makeup remover. You can use like Neutrogena, or I also have some of the Lancome product. Lancome's good. I do the same thing. I go in the direction that my lashes are growing, and then I brush up. My eyelashes are funky. You'll see when I do my other eye, I just have these really fun little challenges that I deal with, and you probably do too. So my issues and problems and mistakes and will probably make you feel better. Okay, one eye done. Now I do not do my lashes underneath. That's just me. If you do, you can use this product on the bottom lashes. I do not use it because I have a tendency to, it runs under my eyes no matter what I do. So, time to do this eye. Again, my lashes grow out this way. So I'm just doing this so I can get the lashes coated with the product, and then I'll brush them up. I'll do one more coat. Okay, I see my funkiness right now. It's funny because I see it when I start to put the actual regular mascara on. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I have eyelashes that grow upside down. Yeah. Yay, me. And so then when I put mascara on them, they're like, it's weird. Okay. Again, I'm brushing them outward. And then up, outward, and up. Can you see that lash? Maybe you can't see it. Maybe today it's going to make a liar out of me. I can see it though. Probably don't have enough mascara on it. Oh yeah, there it is. It's like hangs down. So what I usually do is I usually put the mascara on, and then I'll usually take my fingers and just go take the mascara off of that lash, so it doesn't look like I have some weird twig growing off of my eyeball. Yeah. All right. There, I got it. You probably can't see it. It's all good. All right, so now what's left? What is left is lips. Now, the product that I've been using, which I really love, is Lip Sense. Senogen's Lip Sense. You have to get it from a distributor. I was given some by the girl who did my brows, kind of as like a gift thing, and then I have a Facebook friend who is a distributor, Her name is Tana. Hi, Tana, if you're watching. And I'm planning on getting some more product from her. I did get one lip color from her that I really like. You have to make sure that your lips are clean or the product will come off. And what's exciting about LipSense product is that it stays on all day. Even if you eat, even if you kiss someone, it stays on all day. It's kind of nice. So, the color I'm looking for, where are you? I've got two colors that could work with this look today. Or you can mix them. I could use Honey Rose, which I think I will, because I like it a lot. And then, or I could use Nude Honey. That's actually really pretty too. Maybe I'll do Nude Honey, and then like a final coat at the very end with, what's it called? Honey Rose. Let's see. You have to put 3 coats of this on, and you have to be kind of careful with it. Yeah. I think you gotta let it dry between coats. Your lips stick together. And I'm doing kind of a bad job today. Last coat. Honey Rose. Okay. Okay, last step. Gloss. The gloss seals it. Watch this. There's gloss there. Nothing else. I might have a little color because I might have like rubbed on them too soon. And then sometimes what I like to do, I'm going to take this gold gloss. I'm just going to go, ooh. Just for a little sparkle. Now I have all my makeup on. What do you guys think? It's pretty dramatic. I know a lot of you wouldn't wear the red. on your eyes, but you can do it with any color. Any color at all. I think what I am going to do, because for me, I do get a little, I don't like a lot of shine here. So what I will do is I'm going to take this Bye Bye foundation powder. I'm just going to take my fluffy powder brush, my nose a little bit, and there, because I just don't like all of that. It's a little shiny up here too. Normally it's not quite that shiny.
Why am I looking at you?
Now sometimes I do contouring, but I'm not going to do that today. This video is already 50 minutes long. I'm sure that after 50 minutes you're probably tired of listening to me. I will post pictures, better pictures, because I think I get better pictures than video of my makeup look. And thank you guys for watching, and hopefully future videos will be better produced for your viewing pleasure. You guys have a great day.